Alright, it is lower bracket round 2. What's the bracket for these two so far? Here the W3 champions, Season 3 European Finals. Lil DC and Happy in the winner bracket Final 4 tomorrow. And it's a lot about survival now for the few remaining players. ToD was defeated by DC, then defeated Please with 2-1. And XlorD, he was killed by Happy. No shame in that, obviously. But okay. Are you still there?
Yep.
Ah, alright. I have issues loading into the game. Is that the same for you?
Nope. I think you're disconnected during the load, maybe.
Nah, I'm here now. Alrighty. With that done. Yeah, the connection seems to be a little tricky today, as the stream is gone again. Jesus, Maria, and Joseph. Okay. Anyway, it will come back in a second. There we go. Okay, and here we go with our game as well. XlorD for Mouseboards in the bottom left, the German Meister in yellow. And his opponent is the legendary ToD for No Limit Gaming here in the upper right, playing as the human. Yes, the humans are playing today. What can ToD bring to the table? He was complaining about this matchup for a long time. Did this patch fix it? Is the question.
All right, let's go in. Thank you, Brickball with the Simon 3 Steps saying F, and back to FUCK Craft with the €5. Thank you very much. So, Northern Isles, what are we gonna see? A few weeks ago, only XlorD and the Mouseboards boys were still wreaking havoc with Papa Roach, the Crypt Lord, but after numerous nerfs now is being seen less and less, and XlorD here indeed also is using the DK. It was in DreamHack against... God, who was it against? Was it against Hawk?
Yeah.
Yes, it was against Hawk, where with the DK standard, he didn't seem to be feeling so well, didn't seem to be doing so well, and then moved back in that series to the Crypt Lord to get the victory. But here now again, starting off with a Death Knight there, the micro, of course, a little more precision required than with the Crypt Lord. We'll see how well he does there. And yeah, what ToD's plan's gonna be.
Yeah, so here's a lot of changes in the recent patch for this matchup. It starts with, of course, the Crypt Lord, as you mentioned. Then Peasants have more HP, which makes them harder to kill. Then the timings, or the cooldown for the Rod of Necromancy are increased, so you won't have as many skeletons, probably, for the expansion Harass. That's a lot of help for the undead versus for the human versus undead. This was the big agenda for this patch, to help human in this patch.
It's been a lot of buffs coming in the humans' way, and of course in this matchup it's been very tough for the humans for a long time. Woo! Starting off with a surround here is XlorD. Oh my goodness! And knowing ToD, that he will not like to see that much. Is that an instant level 4 for the DK? I think not quite, but did I say level 4? That would be crazy. Level 2, of course, but a good jump start regardless. We have the tier 2 tech beginning fiends coming out. Normally it's green into expansion harass, but XlorD is not even taking that second green camp.
Okay, he's rushing over right away. I'm very confused at the moment because it said I'm locked out of BattleNet, so if you could do a little play-by-play to tell me what you see, that would be amazing. ToD is moving the militia over. Okay.
Yeah, DK getting the Rod of Necromancy from the human green camp. Moving over with 168 experience. Coming in now for the harass here of the expansion. Wants to get the Trapper Steel. ToD is playing around it pretty well. Oh, and the last hit doesn't land. DK misses the coil. ToD doing a great job here with the experience. And DK now stuck on level 1, didn't get any steals. This is basically a failed harass.
Okay, he's getting it now, gets the aura now, but very late and down to 50%. Fiend is bringing a new Rod of Necromancy, still cooldown on it. Dude, if ToD wins here, that would be so crazy.
Has to do it twice, of course. This is a best of 3 after all. XlorD has been looking really good against human for a long time. But as I said, against Hawk in DreamHack, he showed some mortality, I suppose, in the standard matchup. Standard being DK Fiends. And something that not many undeads do is be very annoying in the main base, where humans have been getting more and more greedy, skipping arcane towers to save costs, and XlorD is coming in to try to punish that.
Okay, Hawk is ready. ToD is ready for the defense, as it seems, with the Archmage here. Still a lot of skeletons. Uses the Militia, a lot of the Militia, actually. As his lumber is quite okay at the moment. He had 5 workers on lumber after the tech, which is great. At the moment, ToD's level 3 is prevented, as XlorD is still attacking, but there's no damage at this expo. There is new skeletons here, but ToD reacting immediately to this.
A player's forces are under attack.
But
XlorD tries to get the tower cancel here. I'm not sure if it's enough. Second Fiend coming in. Repair. Ooh, this is a big deal. This is a really big moment in this early game. The tower finishes!
That pretty much stops the skeleton harass for now. And also the DK can't dive too deep into this expo anymore. Pretty stable game by ToD so far.
Yeah, and now the DK's mana is very low. HP also kind of. Oh, Footy's taking out the green camp. That's the AM reaching level 3. Got decent items still left. Tech is beginning now. Macro will be churning out more and more peasants at the expansion. We're going to have a lumber mill soon. And this seems like a pretty solid early game for ToD.
I definitely agree. Tech started. 1 corpse here. Maybe 1 corpse at the expo as well. Skeletons really not too impactful. And Northern Isles was the skeleton harass map, if you remember. Since 1.2.0 invented the 6 skeleton harass. Oftentimes the games were over after the first rush into the expo. Not here.
Oh, 2 Footies just gifted away.
Oh, ouchie.
That does not feel good. That's certainly a bit of a mistake. ToD could have threatened the run-by into the undead base, but there's no tech even happening there yet. XlorD is delaying tier 3 in favor of faster statues and fiends. Once you have 5 fiends plus 2 statues, it's really hard for the human to efficiently deal with that. What he certainly needs is defend. That's coming right now. Not quite finished yet, but it will be very soon. Boots would also be a big help. He's going for Dust though first to be able to reveal against Burrow. But the fiends and the heroes once again at the expansion. Only single arcane tower here. No shop, no wall off.
Yeah.
And some towers getting cancelled.
Defend is ready. So with that, maybe he can trade a little more favorably. But against the Nova, that is rough. With 2 more footmen, it would of course be easier. 2 fiends of XlorD, kinda low. 2 coils remaining though. Plus statue.
What's XlorD? Is that second slaughterhouse? What?
No, he's
Moving out of the base.
Yeah, repairing statues or something?
No, that was a misclick. He didn't select the right group, and then he misclicked the Acolyte.
Oh.
I know that so well because it happens to me all the time. That's gonna be quite expensive. That is that 5th Acolyte. Not mining.
Lich, also very hurt, forces the next coil. Lightning Shield Footman, not too bad either. Buying more and more time for the tier 2. Oh, Lich almost surrounded there.
And now XlorD notices, and he probably noticed at the same time, what the hell, he didn't make the building that I told him to make. XlorD has 550 gold, can't spend it.
Okay.
Yeah, serious macro mistakes here by XlorD. Okay, still not making buildings. XlorD!
Maybe it's getting late here. Maybe a little sleepy, maybe a long day at work. He's still supply stuck. At least he's mining with 5 again. But yeah,
Dude,
that ziggurat.
Wow, now comes ziggurat. That is 2 minutes late. Ooh, wow.
It's 2 minutes for ToD to reach tier 3, which is cheaper now, so it's faster. 2 towers up against a possible destroyer push, but I guess that's out the window. Oh, Okay.
Rune Bracers could be good later, but honestly, early the MK should never use it against Death Knight. Then again, I've noticed that ToD likes focusing the DK a lot with Stormbolt, more than he should. So maybe it will have an effect. Second barracks coming up at the expansion. ToD wants to go into Mass Knights. Something that Hawk has been showing us is it can be effective to go 2 racks and 2 workshops, and then according to what you need, go either into Gyros or Knights quickly.
What's up with the third hero for undeads these days, by the way? The Pitlord got nerfed as well. The Rain of Fire range got nerfed. So is he still playable? Do people still go for it? Or is it Dark Ranger then? Or is it
Can
something
still
else?
be good to overpower towers and peasants, but of course it's quite a bit weaker now with the range nerf. Happy has been playing a lot of Dark Ranger, and we see here as well from XlorD. I know that XlorD is a very much convinced player that the counter expansion for undead doesn't work out. Especially over in Asia, some players like Michael like playing that against human a lot, but XlorD's view on the matter is that against a good human, counter expansion can never work. Because human just gets to creep too much and get 80 supply and tanks and so on. So he is very much a decisive push kind of player. He's going to do that now. But as you said, with a Dark Ranger, not with a Pitlord, no Rain of Fire.
Okay. One of the Wind also nerfed 2 charges instead of 3. That does help. But how to break this now? It's not that easy. Blacksmith very tanky. ToD knew this for quite some time. And he decides to counter push. Just builds a second blacksmith behind it.
And this is really tough to crack without Rain of Fire. More masonry upgrades might be coming in as well, and now ToD is in position for the counterattack towards the human undead main. Even gets level 4 from that, forces the TP. Of course has to TP out quickly, but this is not the proper response that you want to have here in this kind of situation. You want to be scouting for the human, what he's doing, and if he's going for one run by like that, just more of one destroyer and keep a DK there, that's enough. Even just one destroyer might be enough. But because the statue was delayed, the second one, because of the supply block, that's also why destroyer was delayed, everything was delayed. And XlorD is in a tough spot now.
Absolutely. ToD could even go for double upgrades, and that's exactly what he does. For the gyros, for the knights. Animal War Train is coming. Do we have 2 workshops? Second workshop is coming. I love that. Sundering Blades as well to deal with the fiends rather easily. Mountain King has some space to creep, and XlorD... not too easy, man. Not too easy. What do you do now? His heroes are a little underwhelming. Inventory also underwhelming. Scroll the Bees can help a ton, I guess. Oh, you would love to keep this blacksmith.
It's not looking good. This is looking like we're going to see Cryptlord on the second map, I feel.
Possible.
What is the second map, actually? Last Refuge, yeah. Certainly playable on Last Refuge. Alright, now XlorD finds a better angle to the towers. And, well, without repair, they do go down fairly fast, even with 2 levels of masonry.
Big mana and pendant for the Mountain King who just reached level 3. XlorD is killing some towers, alright. Do we even have web? Not really. We get Banshees early for XlorD.
Yes, entirely skipping destroyers. That's also what Happy has been starting to do against the top humans. Realizing the destroyers have a big downside of being encountered by gyros. And now the gyros will not have much to do anymore. XlorD finds a position into the back of the human expansion, and suddenly ToD realizes how hard it can be attacked into a position like that.
Yeah, what to do, man? All of a sudden we got 6 skeletons. But ToD is not town portaling home, not at all. Stalling more time. He's just basically giving up this expo.
Maybe he can afford to as well. He's got pretty strong heroes now. If he gets Pally 3, he's in fact really strong. Oh, it's Clap level 2. Ooh, I don't like that at all. I think against Cryptlord Mass, it's good. But not really against Fiend Standard.
Against the Banshees it can become good.
Well, only if they're mispositioned.
Cloak of Flames for the MK. Pretty decent. ToD is also supply stuck now. Losing a knight. And yeah, what's next? Counterattack. Whoa. There's 9 supply in XlorD's base. Pooled. So it can't be intercepted. Not too bad.
And I wonder if ToD, you know, shouldn't have gone for that defense there. Yeah, he's got strong heroes now, but... especially these gyros. These gyros are useless.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yep, that's very true. Lich leveling up. Rune Brace is pretty good. For the DK, of course. What do we get here? Oh, Ancient Django. Wonderful. So ToD has to rebuild some farms. He needs more time. He's not that rich anymore. He's not okay, he's re-expanding now, probably. That's very expensive. But feels like he's really sure that he can win the late game with proper heroes.
The problem is he's not ready for that one tech that is throwing in. The Banshees here are coming in. Mainly for anti-magic, but also Curse can be really good. That's why you need Breakers in the very late game against this to reflect the Curse.
One of the Wind gets rid of the whatever that was. Divine Shield very early. Okay, where does this clap lead us?
Did hit the Fiends decently there. Another one comes in, but there is anti-magic everywhere, so it's not really doing anything. The Banshee standing behind that next to the statue is the way it's supposed to be. XlorD is kiting back further and further. ToD does have a good amount of healing here thanks to the Paladin, but his mana will run out at some point, and then it's going to be very tough for ToD to take a decent fight here anymore. And so fast here as well as XlorD with the aura. He's close to level 4 DK, by the way, at which point he might become even faster. Some staffs are coming out, but XlorD is smashing in this fight.
Absolutely. The only thing that's falling is kind of knights. This clap was good, finally. Fiends are starting to fall. 2 of them are pretty hurt. But more and more knights, man. This MK has to carry hardcore. The potion was already consumed. How many exit kills can he get? DK level 4 now, as you said. And clap again. He's just clapping away. Good AoE, of course, on that MK. With clap, with lightning shield, with cloak. Dark Ranger.
In a bit of trouble there, but she survives. Next Divine Shield coming in. Focus on the DK. He's got those Ruined Bracers, though.
Ooh, clap. And he forced a TP.
No mana for Stormbolt anymore.
Ooh, 62 supply left for XlorD.
4 statues as well. So much sustain. And now that all the gyros, or many of them at least, have been taken out, he can again consider starting to go into destroyers.
And ToD never re-expanded. He was doing some long distance mining, but that's it. So it's a 10 supply lead. It's good heroes. It's the big mana gone. ToD is in trouble.
Yeah. Serious trouble.
There's a lot of Banshees though.
With no master training yet, could go for that right now.
It's coming.
And he does.
It's halfway through.
5 Banshees is kind of all you need, and then you can stop production and go for master training. And then might even be able to take over some knights. It's of course very mana intensive, 250. But if he has some time to pool some mana, could be doable.
A player's forces are under attack.
Man, this anti-magic was so good against the clap build. It's ridiculous. And I guess that was his best shot. Close to 4 now, and maybe Stormbolt can be better.
Town is under siege.
And now XlorD threatening in the north. Applying some pressure to these buildings is also distracting from the southern side of the map, where his Acolyte is setting up the expansion now for the undead.
Man, he's so Warcraft smart sometimes. Just like against Cooper on Turtle Rock.
Yeah. ToD again seems to have a hodgepodge army. He's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but of nothing really enough, it feels. He does have 6 knights, but once Curse starts afflicting them, it's not even that much damage that they provide.
Yeah, he's going for mortars now, and they do have frag shards, so you gotta be careful with the Banshee. Also with the Lich has an invul here. 1 mortar taken out. It's of course always a skeleton. The frag shards are doing a good job against the Fiends and whatever. The Knights are kind of dealing with the A-bombs now. XlorD doesn't want to fight this anymore. with his mana low.
That movement speed is helping him out so much.
Yep.
That is the very frustrating thing that can happen in the late game if you don't have move speed auras. This is the reason why the DK aura got nerfed on level 2 and 3. But if you just find endurance aura, then you definitely don't have the issue of not having enough move speed.
Nope. So ToD, he has mortars. If he identifies this quickly, that there's an expansion, can he take it out?
Two more teams, only one attack upgrade. Seems like a tough task. If XlorD is there, he's gonna slaughter the human army in the attempt. So it can only work if the undead is not there.
Yeah. Disease Cloud working overtime. So, trying to take out echoes, I guess.
MK with a clap. Hits one fiend and one DK only.
There was the last bit of
Everything
mana
else
as well. Was the last bit of mana. And now this might be an undead raining. DK is kind of low, but it shouldn't be scared about anything. Maybe a Stormbolt soon? Oh, there's a Stormbolt actually. There we go. Hits him. Oh, so close. No
Oh my
way! No way. Okay, he's gonna be scared about Stormbolt and Holy Light. And now, this is the movement speed gone.
A player's forces are under
Yeah, suddenly this game is even again. Oh my god.
What?
Despite the Rune Bracers, he was feeling too sure of himself.
Knight is taking out the Acolyte. Should ToD turn around and take care of this expansion?
Oh! The Acolyte was trying to get to the tavern. He was slaughtered.
Oh no, so close. And the altar is getting nuked as well by the Knights.
Jeez. And A-bomb is going to the middle. DK is going to be revived there.
So expensive
town is
though.
under siege.
Expo still standing.
Water Elemental was... Yeah, maybe it was a mistake to not go for this.
Damn.
Okay, I get 5/4/4 heroes. Brilliance 3 once again. Mountain King mana back at soon 50%.
The DK.
Oh no!
Stormbolt's around.
Oh, dodges it. But yeah, with that should be free reign on the expansion for at least a little bit. Lightning Shield cast on the A-bomb before. It's also a little extra damage.
Town is under siege.
Does he have mortars again? Unsummons the Expo. One base, baby.
He's gonna let it go. Like Elsa and Frozen. To come back at a later point.
Main base is 600 gold for ToD. 400 gold for XlorD.
Dude, these ghouls look like they have frenzy. They don't though, actually, right? They're just so fast.
Yeah.
Alright, we're moving into the middle. And suddenly, Clap is good. Trying to get the perfect spot. Ooh, but now come the destroyers. And there's no gyros anymore!
Oh, is it again the same story? The lack of anti-air for ToD? What can he do? Double level up for the undead. It feels like these knights are made out of butter. They're just gone.
Yeah, one being sniped after the next. Really easy here now with the destroyer bonus damage. And very smart tech switch by XlorD. Not even going for the mortar teams, which might be a bit of a mistake. But more flying machines are finally coming in. But it's one gyro now against 3 destroyers. We have a second gyro coming in as well, but it just doesn't seem like it's enough. Barely any fiends left standing, but neither are the knights. One of them getting slaughtered after the next. The last one left with knights might be XlorD, as he has one of his own. But that one's also dropping low. Mana being low everywhere, by the way, little by little. These destroyers ignoring the gyros for the longest point. Now they finally attack them. Everything is dropping low here still. Aggressive Holy Light's coming in even. And the destroyer is taken out. But also a mortar team. Jesus Christ. This is just bloody all the way through.
Yeah, what is happening? ToD at 41. Still lack of damage for destroyers for sure. He's even taking care of that
The destroyer devour magic.
of the
Very
farms.
strong at this point. And
ToD is-
Hawk. Todd, how much economy does he have? Not
No
much.
lumber. No lumber at all. He has a decent amount of gold, but that's about it. He can't re-expand. XlorD, I think, queued the Haunted again.
XlorD with a signature patience, just
Yeah.
sitting in the base,
Yep.
waiting.
Yep. Sitting, waiting, wishing. He's adjusting to opponents' army compositions so well, so many times. It's crazy.
Could unsummon some buildings here, XlorD, if he wants. Like 1 or 2 ziggurats. He doesn't exactly need.
Oh.
But he's trying to make the biggest army he can. And not trying to make an expansion
Yeah, I
once more.
thought this Acolyte would be going for it, but no.
That's really weird. He's spending everything he has on army. Not on expo.
Todd is sending everything to Lumber now. He can expand soon.
He needs a little bit more gold. Sell an item. Or wait for the long distance.
Okay, this is the push. Where's he even attacking?
In this kind of push with undead, you can bring the acolytes, but you need to leave one at home. Okay, XlorD realizes. 1 for unsummoning if required.
Todd is protecting the right hand side. We have 3 gyros.
Dude, crazy games by Todd today. My goodness.
Unbelievable, yeah, absolutely. MK kind of close to 5. XlorD is trying to find an expansion. It's so weird to look to the upper left hand side of our overlay where XlorD's upgrades are and see Sundering Blades there. And Animal War Train. Okay, where and when is the final fight? Todd trying to expand.
Alright, they found each other.
Time for a tango. Web. Only on 1 unit here, trying to haunt these Banshees immediately, even with Holy Light. No, Archmage, man! Oh my, what a nuke! Has to TP out of there. And can he even heal? Can XlorD just snipe?
Nice, got Holy Light, he's fine. Ooh, but these peasants, look at that Sundering Blades damage!
Ouch! Ouch!
It's a lot of mana for the Lich as well, for Dark Ritual if he wants.
He has the Acolytes, he has the Skeletons. And Todd cancelled the Expo. Okay, plus the 2 towers. 3 towers.
Hero kill seems to be the only way for Todd to do this, but against anti-magic, statues, and coil, and ruined braces. He did it once before, but the knight count now is so low. Coil Nova, bye-bye Mortar Team. Silence to cover.
Pick
Snipe.
Yeah, signature undead moves. Coil, Nova, retreat into the shadow of your statues, regen, repeat. A little anticlimactic, but so smart.
Mountain King trying to snipe Banshees. Nicely done. He gets one there of his own.
Okay, can he return the favor with the Archmage being the walking mana fountain?
It's only a single Banshee left. This was a bit of a big mistake by XlorD there, not having anti-magic on his
Players'
Banshee.
forces are under attack.
There's absolutely no gold of any kind for an expansion here for these two.
Nope. They have to fight with exactly this. Banshee, oh, out of position. Kind of easy for this Mountain King to snipe there. Not even using the Holy Light. Saves the Knight with it. Okay, without Curse, without Anti-Magic. How good is this army?
He gets level 5. That nuke could be really scary. Silence into Coil Nova could finish this game. Paladin is silenced, by the way. But defensive so far with the coils, trying to keep these fiends alive. Kiting against the knights, which are slowed down by Frost Armor a tremendous amount. Some statues also falling. Surround on the Dark Ranger. Is she stuck there? No, I think he actually blocked her out with a counter surround. Yep, still holding her in position. aggressive coils now. The DK still so much mana left to use.
Yeah,
The Mountain King is barely anything.
Exactly. He's so close to 5, but can't really make it all the way. Maybe try to kill some skeletons. That could possibly help. Lots of Holy Lights. Not much Stormbolt, though. If a hero falls, the game is over. He gets level 5 thanks to the skeletons.
Has to kill the DK. It's the only way.
Trying to go for the Lich. We've seen this fail many, many times.
And that's MK out of mana for now.
Trying to bait him into the towers, where there's a little bit of help. Lich so close to 5, by the way, but there's not much left to kill. ToD is at 20 supply.
And these statues doing a tremendous job.
Yeah.
Healing over time. XlorD could sell the Ancient Django. I mean, it doesn't feel good, but it would be enough gold for a new Haunted.
Is there anything else he could sell? I don't really want to give up on the Ruined Braces. Oh, Stormbolt is very powerful. Silence on the Paladin. No Holy Light at the moment.
It's not over yet, folks. But if the Pally gets silenced, Coil Nova on the AM. That's where it could end really quickly.
Yeah. Maybe give the gauntlets to him? I don't know.
ToD selling some more items. Quite a few items. Wait, what's he making? More knights?
ToD, yeah. Two more knights.
2 more knights.
And 2 more gyros. Last
Oh, wow.
bit of production for ToD.
Dude, this really is coming down completely to the wire. Jesus.
Yeah. Who's gonna control this super late game army better?
And it was just waiting for that one peasant to come in. There's nothing else he has to do. Even with 3 gyros, though, it doesn't seem like it's enough against 2 destroyers.
Oh, okay. First one getting sniped immediately. Knights are coming in now. XlorD again with the Knight. Coil Nova, Archmage. Right click. Silence on the Paladin. He can't do anything! That looks like game. No mana fountain anymore for him. He's trying to go for the Lich, but mana on the Mountain King is way too low. And there's just no resources.
I needed to use the invul to break out of the silence. But maybe he was worried that then it would be missing later on.
Well, now it's too late. That's game. Can he... What can he do? Thinks he can take control again if he takes out the destroyers? XlorD never got an expo up as well, so is he winning the air fight somehow? Looks like the focus fire is enough. Lich level 5, tremendous damage.
And ToD has basically 1 Stormbolt left in this game. He's using it on the Dark Ranger. XlorD can even afford to lose this hero, by the way, but doesn't seem like he will.
Oh, was a surround, opens it again. Yeah, and the gyros are gone. It's 2 heroes and knights.
And now he can kite with Frost Armor until the end of days. GG! 1-0 for XlorD.
1-0 for XlorD indeed. Hoo. Big battle for that one game, though.
Another great game, man. Another really long one. Going down to the very bitter end, to the wire. And yeah, XlorD takes the lead, just as Juan did, by the way. Juan leads against Hawk with 1-0 playing XlorD.
Damn. That's not really to be expected, I think. Hawk did a crazy good job. Against Happy recently. Against XlorD, of course. Good job, Juan.
Yeah, it really, to me, always seems like Hawk is especially very strong against the standard because of how many times he had to face Happy. But against XlorD especially, I feel like there could be some adjustments still made. So remember, at DreamHack, when for 3 games in a row he refused to go clap, unfortunately.
You know what's a good adjustment? We got an adjustment to our prize pool here, Mr. Remo Demo. We got $100 by Governor. Governor, you've been supporting tournaments for a long time, man. Much, much, much love for another contribution. We're kind of getting close to 50% here.
Much appreciated, man. Much, much appreciated. We're in the game.
Yep, I'm coming. I had to relog to Battle.net. Okay, XlorD, can you do it? Can you kick out ToD in this kind of dream match that we haven't seen in a long, long, long time? Or can ToD fight back? Is it time to change it up? Go XlorD now. Let's see how strong he still is. Or will we play straight up DK again? The early for ToD was really good. And then he made maybe a little bit of overproduction on gyros. And then some underproduction on gyros. And then that was over.
Yeah, I think that decision to keep on creeping and let the expo fall may not have been the right one. Especially with a Dark Ranger there, if you poke in a little bit, if you threaten a little bit, it's very hard to break that expansion. Pitlord is falling more and more out of favor because of the most recent nerf. But we'll see what we get to here on LR. It is a standard build again by XlorD. No Ghoul build, no Crypt Lord.
Okay. Back to good old standard. As we've seen so many times before. In the history of Warcraft, obviously. Alright. So, can ToD make any adjustments? In the game against WC3, he played the same build twice. And it fell a little flat in the end. With the second hero adjustment. But with the same unit composition. You think
For the most part, yeah, I really liked his play. Like,
yeah.
Breakers nowadays, you don't really want to go for them early anymore. Maybe late game against Banshees, but you want to stay alive on 2 bases. Go heavy on footies early, try to minimize losses, rush tier 3. I think the double racks, double workshop is really cool. Just always go for what you need. Sometimes you have too few gyros, sometimes you have too few knights. It's not that expensive, honestly. Like, you need 3 production buildings anyways, just make an extra one for when you need it. It's like 150, 150. In a barracks case, it's even a lot less number than that. So I think this is a really cool adjustment that humans have been doing. But the footman usage especially, I feel like this is where a lot of the European humans haven't caught up with the strongest trend yet. When Chimiko and Sok played, for example, they're always so great at being with the AM in the right position and poking at all times with right clicks and water elementals. And the footies being around to threaten and attack, but not actually going in unless they really have to. I'd love to see that here as well. Okay. Footman, scouting where the DK is. Did not pull in the Murloc camp, which is kind of weird. That is pretty much standard nowadays. Ooh, an illusion is found by XlorD. That is the item that can trigger the aggro of the Merc camp creeps over and over if you know how to do it and if you want to be annoying. And, well, we know XlorD, don't we?
We absolutely do. Here we go. That can be a big, big distraction. Gets the Acolyte killed right away. Okay, we have a Claw for ToD. You know, now that they're only +5, he might find them here and there.
Still pretty good. Not a bad item. Alright, Militia have been sent.
Yeah. But the creep is still active. And this will stay active, I think. How do you play around this now? It's so tricky.
They're retreating now. Alright, it's working out.
But the illusion...
It's working out. These militia are running the gauntlet, but they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's like Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah,
just
I
barely...
had the same thought, dude!
They just barely got past the bad guy.
But here they come again, man.
Oh, Coil misses. Big mistake.
Oh, wait, they're not coming back. Okay. 350. Oh, this
harvest
one
again.
missed it as well. Exactly. He might get a couple of peasants here now, but also skeletons to ToD. This could have been way worse. The
Okay,
Fiend
almost getting surrounded.
the Fiend didn't bring the Rod of Necromancy.
Yeah, true.
He got backpack, but never got the Rod of
Players'
Necromancy.
forces are under attack.
Kind of forgot about it. Definitely a bit of a mistake there. Illusion still being brought in. Still being super annoying with them. And not too many peasants died. The DK didn't get much experience, so that part went well for ToD. But the expansion delay is definitely significant. And look at that. The illusion even blocking the positioning of the Expo, which is now smack bang in the middle, which is pretty damn bad for lumber harvesting.
Yep, that's true. Always takes a little extra. But at least to get the timing. My god, this illusion. These creeps must be so annoyed by this DK. Just throw some boulders, Rock Golem. Just finish it.
If anybody from Blizzard is watching this, can we please remove illusions from LR? This is a little too dumb.
Yeah. It's seriously silly.
Just make it slippers plus tome cam and we're fine. So the DK now got level 2. With the aura, it's gonna have much more easy of a time here maneuvering around.
Here we go again.
And the worst thing is always when your tower is finished and then it starts attacking the creeps and then you get re-aggroed all the time. But that is not working out, so okay. This is not as painful, a few ensnares and stuff. But boy, oh, wait, what? ToD started teching already.
What? Whoa.
Wow.
Expo isn't even up. He's doing some damage on the DK as well.
Man, that's pretty crazy. How do you have so much lumber? Impressive. Always. He even got defend almost finished already. This is suddenly looking pretty good.
Okay. Lich is coming for another push, but once again, no Rod of Necromancy anymore.
XlorD is playing a much faster tech now, which means he's delaying fiends and statues more, which means it takes a little longer until the Undead has a strong foothold in the mid game, but will certainly help a lot with tier 3 timing. And again, the footies busy with denying each other, lining up for the perfect Nova. And this is what I was talking about. This is not the footman usage, the perfect one we've seen in the past. This is kind of playing into the Undead's hands. But at least ToD is still preventing creeping, still getting some decent damage done on the enemy army. But now there's a statue to heal that all up. And that was like, what, 4 footies dying? 5 footies dying?
It was expensive indeed. And since he was so greedy, can he afford that is the question. Big Invo Potion here, really good steal, but this is 2 more kills for sure.
And ToD again, he's always trying to deny, you see it? But he's missing a lot of damage uptime just with his AM if he was to focus on other things. He's going to try to deny that as well. Oh, okay, this time he's a little late.
Uh-oh. Dude, I just got a heart attack. I almost disconnected.
Oh!
A player's
We're still here,
forces
boys.
are under
Oh, right. Okay.
XlorD creeping up a little bit more. He's getting closer and closer to DK3. Hoping for those claws here at the Overseer. Circlet. Probably better nowadays. And waiting for the tier 3. Then it's going to be Tavern Hero time. Pit Lord or Dark Ranger? Once again, the question here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now he's stealing the merchant camp away. It's going to be 2 level ups. A big consumable. An orb being brought out right now by a ghoul. In the meantime, though, ToD is also getting something done. He's creeping the Merc. Close to level 4 AM. Good experience for the Mountain King. Solo experience, mind you. Quel'Thalar's boots. Not exactly what he was hoping for.
Well, he got a claw in the early game, right? He can't get it all. How fast?
Unfortunately not.
Tech at 60%. Destroyer upgrade coming for XlorD. No third hero yet. Dark Ranger again. Seems like the time of the Pit Lord already over.
There's one opening into the main. XlorD, is he going to go in? He's going to get sandwiched by army and peasants if he does.
Yep. Stormbolt can be decent. Ooh, damage to the worker that's constructing the barracks, but can't get the cancel. Clap again on level 1.
Clap and Stormbolt. MK using his mana really quickly. There's no orb of fire here yet, so Coils still have full healing effect. Militia trying their best, but getting slaughtered with a Nova and focus fire quite quickly. Invul dodges the Stormbolt. And that was the last of the mana for the Mountain King. There's no level 2 Brilliance Aura here just yet. And now it's quite easy for XlorD to kite against this slow-moving army, which doesn't have Stormbolts in it.
Okay, lots of kills here for sure. And so many coils as well. Also more Nova. Paladin. Everybody's awaiting his arrival. More knights too. ToD has to stabilize. This is not that's not safe at all.
XlorD keeps pressuring. Up at 55 supply already. He doesn't have an expansion, but he hasn't lost a unit yet this game, which is how he can afford to keep pumping that high. Denies the Paladin and opens up the way to the towers and to the peasants.
Okay, there's another altar coming, but only now. Tower's getting wrecked with only one masonry upgrade. The knight is even stuck here. Oh no, that's expensive. That's way too expensive. Level 3 for XlorD. Feels like he found his rhythm in this matchup now. On Northern Isles he was struggling quite a bit, but Last Refuge looking pretty good now.
Even splitting against the MK Clap, not that it's so dangerous on level 1 only, really not that painful. Gyros coming in, and I think XlorD isn't ready for those. With never mind, he is.
One Fiend about to drop, but so is the Mountain King. Has to go for the big invul. Fiend gets another web off just before it dies, so the Destroyers can still reign supreme. There's still 2 more coils.
And the invul doesn't last forever, by the way. That one statue coming in for healing is a magnificent help there in the back. Hard to target, unlike the Mountain King, who's super easy to target. But nice staff, saves him at least for a second. He's stuck right there with the staff. Could be sniped out as well quickly. But surviving for now. The Knights, can they really do it? Along with the Militia. Keep XlorD driving back from this main. No, this is his main base now.
Yeah, look at the corpses. It's a graveyard in ToD's base. And what's next? There's no coil anymore, but there definitely is Nova level 2. Trying to get rid of the Destroyers, but that doesn't seem to be working. Archmage hurt. Okay. I would say well played, good luck next, but you play UD, so good luck versus Happy in the finals. Alright. ToD out in lower bracket round 2, and XlorD survives the first day and stands in the lower bracket semi-final.
Wouldn't be a ToD game without a little bit of spice in the end. ToD out with that in position, what is that? 5 to 6?
Yeah.
So we're left with WC3, Happy, XlorD, and Hawk01, which I think is still going on.
It is?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, May Young, for the sub, and thank you, Tomago, for the 2-month resub, and Funk Daddy, and Rinden, and Noodle. Yeah. That's a good question. Definitely went to game 3. Yeah. Do you think...
It is map 3 right now.
It was map... Okay, we will probably find a restream for that. Do you think that this was already closer than on 1.328? Or it would have been on 1.328? And the changes were noticeable?
Yes. Especially the rot cooldown and the peasants. And what else am I forgetting? Mostly that.
The absence of...
A Pit Lord, yeah.
Of a Pit Lord?
Exactly. Yeah. Honestly, I think ToD there didn't play the greatest game. Although he might say that his race still doesn't have a chance. We all know it was a very tough matchup for a long time. How it is at the moment, hard to tell. We're going to have to see more games. But especially that footman usage. You can't waste all your footies away like that. That's, I think, something that the Koreans have already proven and shown way better.
All right. Yeah, that's it then for the tournament live of ToD. It was really cool that he played this time after not feeling like playing last time. There we go. Little DC versus Happy in the winners final. XlorD in the lower semifinal. He might meet his teammate Juan if he's able to take another map off of Hawk. I am on Abuser 100. Where are you?
Yeah, me too.
Okay.